Here we have a new 2023 Lincoln Nautilus. This one comes in the black label trim with all-wheel drive, in the beautiful burgundy velvet metallic. And then we have Alpine Venetian leather interior. And the powertrain consists of a 2.7 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. And that's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And I can't wait to see the differences between this black label, and then I just did this back to back with a standard trim. But as we come around to the front end here, we do get LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and then LED fog lights. I don't think that standard one had the fog lights, but a great look here. Just a beautiful, beautiful vehicle, especially in this burgundy here. Another big step up is going to be these 21-inch aluminum wheels. Fantastic look. And we get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors still compared to the standard. And then we do get the upgraded Revel sound system, which is a beast. Power door lock controls are here. Memory seat functions, just hold the number for whichever one you want to set it to. You have 3 options there. And then we have one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power folding mirrors, blind spot monitors are in those. And then rear window lock here. And then we have power mirror controls. You can pick a side, turn them on and off, then adjust using that dial here. But love the feel of all the trim on the door here. Bottle holder there. And then over here we have our headlamp controls. That's on, auto, corners off. And then fog light toggle here, brightness for the gauge cluster, then a power tailgate, and then our traction control system can be toggled there. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, press down while on the brake to disengage. Hood release is right there. And then the buttons for your power tilt and telescope steering wheel are right here. And then I'm not sure how many ways this seat is, but it's a lot. And there's our power driver seat. So we do have thigh support there, power. We have a power headrest. Of course, a power seat, bottom, seat back, and then we have 4-way power lumbar support, and then our massage function, we can toggle that there. And if you look closely, you can see the seat moving back and forth, as I was getting that before I started the review. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out the leg room behind there. So not bad. The seats are about the same size as the standard that I just did. Maybe a little bit wider, but still pretty good leg room. And one of the perks of this is you have so much space between the seat and then the side door here, so you can just put your legs right in the middle here, and that's not a problem at all. Still have plenty of space to fit my feet underneath the seat though. And then the seat back pockets on both sides just feel so luxurious. Very nice feel there. Rear AC vents are here, and then we do get 2-stage heated rear seats, and then a 12-volt and 2 USB-C charge ports. We can stow those there. And then this is a different setup, I believe, as opposed to the standard. Your cup holders do that. So that's pretty nice. And then that's the sunshade there. I freaking love this roof here. Kind of got that suede feel there on the headliner. Grab handle here, premium LED reading lights, and then you can either fit a plastic hook or a couple metal hanger hooks right there. Well, let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. And then if you need your child locks, you just turn that little keyhole in there one way or the other. Fuel fillers there. Now I will say one of the biggest pluses to this vehicle as opposed to the Nautilus standard I just drove is you do get that 2.7 liter twin turbo V6 as opposed to that turbo 4. I can't wait to test that out. But to the back end here, LED tail lamps. Again, just a great look. And a huge shout out to Lincoln and Franklin for allowing me to review this Nautilus today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But plenty of space behind that second row, and of course you can recline that, and I'll show you how to do that here momentarily. But we can also fold it flat by hitting the button, and that shows you the room compared to when the second row is down to when it's up. And then we do have these hanger hooks on the side. And quick look underneath here, there's your spare tire. And we'll just take a quick look underneath the vehicle. If you're interested in that, you can see that dual exhaust. And then to fold that seat up, just put it back into place there, and you can recline by pulling this. And that shows you all the way up versus all the way back. But next, let's take a look at this window sticker. So compared to the Nautilus Standard I just drove, that sticker price was $48 and some change. This one is $70,485. So a little bit of a different powertrain, but the same vehicle inside and out in terms of dimensions. So that just goes to show all the features that come on this. And hopefully you all can see that. It's a glare out, of course, now. I'll try to leave a link in the description to this vehicle, and then that way you can see for yourself, because I think you have a window sticker option there. But pretty loaded out. We do get that Copilot 360. And honestly, compared to the 2-liter turbo, fuel economy is not that bad. I think the city was about the same. Or no, I think it was 21.26 for the 2-liter turbo, and this one's 19.25 for the 2.7-liter twin turbo. But love that same adjustability for the front passenger side as the driver's side, including that massage function and that power thigh support. But big space underneath here for a handbag, or maybe you want to keep a bottle of lotion or something there. And then additional storage here if you want to maybe put a small phone, whatever. And then you have a lockable glove compartment here. And I just love this trim, that gloss black, how that goes with that Alpine. Just beautiful. And then we just have a few options with the all-weather floor liners and the cargo area liner for that sticker price there. So almost 71 grand as spec'd. But I mean, it has a lot on it. But there's that 2.7-liter twin turbo V6. Again, I'll try to put my foot in it just a little bit, but not too much. Because this only has about, I think, 10, 15 miles on it. So I want to break it in how it should be broken in. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat here. So love the leather wrap steering wheel here. Feels very nice, very authentic. I love that two-tone too. You have that super dark brown to go with that Alpine white again. Just looks fantastic. Now to the radio here, I will say you pretty much get the same screen size in the standard. You get that same look there. It might be a little bit bigger in here, I'm not sure, but I can't tell. That's how nice the screen is in the standard version. But I have the navigation up now. If you want to type in an address, hit that search bar. You can set up a home or work address, find near ATMs, recent destinations, or just start typing in something. And then it'll auto-populate suggestions. So pretty cool system. Again, pretty easy to use. Pretty easy to zoom in and out, move and all that. And then easy to reset the view as well. Love being able to do that. And while I'm over here, we do have this side view bar, which I love. So for the climate controls, you have a heated steering wheel. You can toggle that from here. And then pull up all of those quick shortcuts for fan direction. And then to add your phone is pretty easy to do. So for audio, you get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio. You also have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. And it's pretty easy to connect your phone. As soon as you hit add phone, the radio will start talking to you saying to connect, blah, blah, blah. You just follow it on your phone. It's pretty simple. And then here in the favorites, you can set up what you want. Let's say you like to pull up your audio sources rather quickly, and you do that often. You can make that your favorite, or you can make the phone list your favorite. Whatever you want to have there from these options, even your email or ambient lighting. And then to the settings here, vehicle settings are all in there. You can turn the auto stop on and off, clock, And then general settings, you want to change your language. If you want to change your miles or distance, excuse me. And then if you want to change your temperature units, you can do all of that within the screen here. And then sound settings, right in here. Again, this Rebel sound system is fantastic. Just a great sound. And there's everything else. And ambient lighting is pretty neat. Well, let's pull up this camera here. I will say this is probably my least favorite thing about this vehicle, this backup camera. You have this huge screen, and then it's only taking up a third because it's giving you a 360 view camera here, and then your parking sensor view here. And they could have done such a better job with the quality of the camera. But I can hit this plus button, minus button, zoom in and out. And then there's also, if you hit this, you can change that view to get that wide angle. So it's a little easier to see, but again, still not crystal clear. So I would have expected better than that, but it's not too bad. It gets the job done. There's a cross traffic alert that just went off there. And then you do have parking assistance. You can toggle that there and follow those prompts. I think that's about it in the screen. So down here for the shifter, you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, sport mode there. And then volume controls are here. You can turn volume up and down and then click that volume button to turn the audio source off. Hit this once to go to that calm screen, hit it twice to turn the screen off, and then you can either tap the screen or hit that a third time to get it back on. Go through the audio sources, hazards, seek, tune knob, and then down here you have all of your AC controls, including 3-stage heated cooled seats for the driver front passenger. So to pull up everything else, hit this menu button, and then you can toggle that heated steering wheel, the dual zone climate controls, the fan direction, and then if you hit this here, that'll just pull up your air distribution map there. It's kind of like a quick shortcut, because you can't actually just toggle through them, which I kind of don't like, but it's whatever. And then you have a power button here. You can adjust temperature on either side there. And then we have a wireless charging pad here in the storage pocket, USB-C, USB-A charge port. And again, you can just close all that up. 2 cup holders here. And then I'm gonna start putting the sunshade back. So if you hit this left side, that'll pull up this small tray. These 2 buttons here, this is the left, this is the right. And if you hit the right side, it'll pull everything else up. And you have that bigger pocket with a 12 volt in there. And then you can also use this for change if you want to. But here we have our sunglasses holder, sunroof controls. We can tilt here, slide here, sunshade controls are here. And then that's what our premium dome lights look like. So while that's sliding, there's the universal garage door transmitter. And I love that that thing goes all the way back. And just look how beautiful when the sunlight comes in on that Alpine leather. I love that. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. One more look while I close that sunshade. And then to the stalks behind the steering wheel, blinkers, and then lane keeping system. On, off, and then when the headlamps are on, we can flash the high beams on and off, then we can flash them there. And then right side stalk, that's one time for the wipers. Then we have automatic, low, high, and then we can adjust the sensitivity of the auto wipers right here. And then our rear wiper controls here, intermittent on, and then pull back for the rear wiper fluid, push up for the front wiper fluid. Paddle shifters are behind the steering wheel here. And then we have our trackless radio station presets we can go through. Volume controls down, up, and then you can click for mute. And then to the right side, voice recognition, turn this down. And then we can go through our gauge cluster using this here. So what I find interesting is how this is set up. So we can go through all of this here. Power distribution, I like to have that up. And then display setup, and you can toggle all of that here. Language, again, tire pressure, temperature, and distance, like you can do in the screen there. But when you come over here, Bluetooth controls are here. Then you have an audio shortcut, a nav shortcut, settings, and display shortcut. So for the display, that changes that back and forth there between that menu. And then if you hit this settings button here, your drive control, this is one of my favorite things about this particular spec, is you can change the handling of your drive mode. So when you're in drive, you want to change it to a comfort mode. If you want to change it to a sport mode, you can do that. And then in sport mode, you can handle either with a sportier steering feel or a normal steering feel. And then in performance, you can change that from normal to sport when you're in that sport mode there. So I turn that to sport, and then I have the handling in sport to sport as well. And then the handling and drive is in comfort. So that's pretty neat that you can set that up. You don't necessarily have different drive modes, but you do have different settings that you can control. And then for the nav here, you can type in previous destinations. You can do all that through the screen, which I think is pretty cool. And then for the audio, you can either take it to a different, or to a particular source, or if you go to your presets, you can toggle the presets with this arrow here now and just go through all of those there. So pretty neat. And you can back out all that using the back button. And then to the left side of the steering wheel at the bottom here, we can turn our cruise on and off, cancel, adjust the gap there for the adaptive cruise, and then turn that lane centering system on and off, and then just adjust our speed or set it as normal here. And there's our push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And then we have the control for that power tailgate as well, or lift gate, excuse me.